So welcome back then, guys. Sorry if it's a bit overexposed, it's blinding sunshine, but it's lovely. It's the only reason I'm in this swim, because the rest are all in the shade. So because we're in the middle of another cold snap. I've come out to a pond today. This is actually the second trip here. I did one a week ago, but I'm actually going to do the intro to part one now, because when I was here it was blowing an absolute gale, so hopefully you can hear what I'm saying this time, in the fact that it's a two lake complex, and the second lake over there has had a lot of work done on it over the last year, so they've now got a program of restocking it with all the fish that they transferred into this one. It's been going on for a few weeks, so numbers are dwindling, but if we get lucky we might hit a couple of fish that we can move into that lake. So anyway, I'm going to roll the tape of part one, watch it, and I'll bring you back here, and then we'll see if we're into any fish. Cheers for watching, guys. See you in a bit. Welcome to a very windy West Sussex. Just got shot. We're out today doing a bit of just a silver fishing session. We're going to try restocking the pond that's had a lot of work done on it. So yeah, it's just a nice simple afternoon out on the float. One rod, got the match rod, little 2000 size reel, simple float setup, baited up, load of maggots, corn, sloppy mess. So we're just on for catching a few silvers. So yeah, over the other side there, they've done a lot of work on one of the ponds. I fished it a few years back, well last year in fact, beginning of last year, and I was thinking it's got very shallow, and I spoke to a bloke and he said yeah, it's about 3 foot deep of silt. So they've totally drained it, moved the fish into here, done a lot of work on it, built the island back up, and now there's a bit of a programme of restocking it. So yeah, I'm just out for an afternoon trying to fill a net full of silvers to put back into the pond, because they want to sort of make it a you know, sort of a traditional float fishing pond, so no carp, bream, roach, tench and rudd. Get a few nibbly bites. I've had 2 already. So. Oh, that's one. A bit better. It says. Oh, come on. Don't know, babe. Back up. This 13-foot rod really does cast quite well, actually. I thought it was going to be. So I think I'm going to have plenty of these, plenty of them, and hopefully a few nice skimmers. Plenty of little fry, absolutely loads of them. So I'm fishing sort of halfway between here and the island. I see it's dipping already, that's quite good. As I said, I did ground bait it up. It's nice now it's stilled off. I think there's a small fish on there. Can't quite pull it under. that's all right. I thought there was a small fish on there that couldn't quite pull it under, but so I can cast quite close to that island over there, but that's not where I can bait up. Not really used to distance fishing with the float. I'm usually fishing sort of only rod length out, sort of underneath the rod top. When it's dipping and moving, it's usually fish moving around it, taking a little. I've got 3 maggots on a size 16, so they're probably not really able to get their mouth around it, although I've had quite a few fish now that you wouldn't think would take a 3 maggot load. Roach. That little guy took. They're taking 3 maggots. So plenty to be had. I want to buy some skittles. Give me some skittles. That was a big bite. I just missed that. I was thinking it was settling. Still bobbing. There's quite a bit of drift. Oh, it's a fucking tiny fish. Takes longer to land and unhook them than it does to catch them. So I've chucked the rest of the ground bait out there, so it's oh, as ever, twat. Don't we just love it? Oh, come on. Play the game. That's an eel. What the fuck? That's an eel. It's a horrible looking eel. This looks like he's dead. Didn't look like he was too well, did he? So, didn't manage to pull that bream out, or any skimmers for that, which is a real shame because the other week I was down here and got quite a few nice ones, but it's always the way, isn't it? It's the ones that got away. So yeah, got a net here. Not as many fish as you ever think that you've caught, but a couple of nice roach. I'll go and empty them out into the new pond. I'll show you what they've been doing. So this is the pond cart. Now you'll see, I've seen videos of me here before, and this island down the middle was well, nothing special really. It had all been sort of, it was all eroding away, and the pond was about 3 foot deep, full of silt, and all over the back there they've done a huge bit of landscaping. So yeah, really good that they're trying to make this a bit more of a sort of, you know, pleasure anglers place, silverfish only. So anyway, I'll get this net in the water and we can have a look at what fish we got. Give them a bit of a dip. So plenty of nice little roach in here. You know, this one, there's 2 good ones, this one and this one. Probably the better of the 2. What do we say? No other real monsters in there, I don't think. Yeah, that's probably roach of the day, isn't it? Along with him. Brilliant. Right, let's get these ones back. Love the way they just sit there. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. There might be a film after this, or this might have been the second part of a film. Who knows? But thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye. So I have just had a run on the ledger, well, on the feeder, but unfortunately it took me just over that side and bust me on a snag under there. So yeah, shame, but yeah. So and that was on a pellet, which don't normally use pellets. I'm quite a sort of naturals fisherman, shall we say. But yeah, I've got a smoky pellet on that one, spicy sausage something, and this one is switched it to a corn because I want to try and get, you know, either a nicer stamp of roach than what we had last week, or I'm still trying to nail the bream. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a shame to have lost that fish, because yeah, it did scream off, so likely it was a carp. And if you heard, we're not putting any carp into that other lake, so wouldn't have been able to transfer it, but it would have been nice to see. Just eating a sandwich, as ever, and then the rod went off. Oh, look at the clarity in the water, that's quite cool. I was just recasting, come round here to the net. Ooh. Nice fish. Snag there as well. He knows that. Don't go under. Try and get this rod out of the way. Okay, let's get him under. Oh, not in there. Don't want to go under there much. Oh, not ready. Oh, ain't got a lot of room to move around here. There we go. Oh, scooped him. Right, got the float rod as well. All in a bit of a mess. You know what it's like. Double hooked. Right, let's see if we can get him sorted in here, shall we? Just before Christmas I actually bought myself a new weigh sling, so let's give it a go. I'm gonna wet it down first. I haven't weighed it wet, so I'll have to weigh it and then minus the weight of the wet sling. So let's just wet this thing. Might be able to actually weigh it. Let's weigh this sling quick. Fish is behaving himself. So the sling's a pound. Let's zero that off. Right, let's get him in it. In the weigh sling, I'd zeroed it off to what it is. Right, let's have a look. Oh, he's over 6. 6.3. I'm saying. Don't know if you can see that. not quite 6 1/4, 6'3". First fish, £6.3, absolute beauty, fully scaled, big old tail on him. Took me by surprise really, but let's get him back. And away, beauty. So unfortunately, as I may have said, we can't put any carp into the other lake, but really nice one to have. £6.3, cracking fish. Save the blank anyway here. And for 20th of January, when we've had frosty mornings for 3 nights on the trot, that's a thumbs up by me. Hope it came out all right. Yeah, pleased with it. Let's get the rods back in the water. I'm having quite a bit of trouble with the float. I think it's because the island's right here. I think there's a bit of an undertow and it keeps pulling the float. I've got a spot in my head where I'm casting to. It's just sort of in the shadow line there, but not over there, over here. Yeah, it's right in the shadow line, and then only if it doesn't take long for it to just flow out the way, which is very annoying. So that carp was on these pellets. They're a sort of smoky sausage flavour. They're pre-drilled, so you can put them on a hair, but that's what I did have it. I had the first run on a hair, but he bust the hook off, so I just switched to a band. So I've got another one hooked up now. Trying to get under the stage. It's only a little one. Oh. Little comments. Look at that one, proper little didder. But they're liking these little pellets, so certainly I think we're onto a winner. Let's get that guy back and see if we can nail that bream. Really want the bream, but pleased to have him as well. So 2 down. Look at that guy, probably picture perfect there, Leanne Mini. Magic in miniature, as they say. Proper. Anyway, slip him back. Let's go. That way. Nice. Got the float somewhat held fast down here now. I don't know if you can quite see it, but yeah, sort of fed a couple of bits round it. Still out on the feeder. Sun is just about to go behind those trees, so I've put the coat on. It's time to get warm and just hold it out for the last half an hour, just to see if we can't bring you a last fish. So I think we can say that this session has been a success, even though we didn't catch any fish to transfer into the other pond. And down to the last 20 minutes now. I've packed the float rod up because it was causing me no end of problems, and yeah, just binned it off. I've just rebaited the feeder, and yeah, hopefully wangle one more out before I go home, but you know, that's just me being greedy. great session to have those carp, which are totally, you know, I wasn't expecting, seeing as it's sort of last week of January. But yeah, pleased to have, certainly well chuffed to have been able to wrangle them out. I've had like 5 or 6 runs, but it's so snaggy, they keep bumping me off. So yeah, which is probably why the carp are in amongst it. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hit the button, give it one of those. Look forward to seeing you out on the next one. I'm going to try and get out to the woods at some point soon, because I haven't done any bushcraft stuff for quite a while. So, and hopefully the rivers will be down, and I'll be able to get up there, because it's been totally flooded. Hopefully be able to get some river fishing in. So from me, Mr. Robin, don't know if you can see him down there. Thank you very much. Catch you on the next one. Bye.